So today we will discuss about the rest of the part of the cell chapter. Remember the temporary mount of onion peel we prepared. We had iodine solution and the peel. Why we see tire up region appear solution is the another form. The nucleus has a double layered covering called nuclear membrane. You know that nucleus also has the different parts, so that's why the nuclear membrane, just like the cell, nucleolus and nucleoplasm, these three are the main parts of the nucleus. The nuclear membrane has pores which allows the transfer of material from inside the nucleus to its outside, that is the cytoplasm, which is talk about. So nucleus membrane is also selectively permeable membrane, that is a double layered membrane. Okay, so nucleus contain double layered membrane. So this membrane are porous and it also allow the entry and exit of the selectable material. Nucleus contains chromosomes which are visible as rod-shaped structure only when the cell is about to divide. So when you can see, are able to see the chromosomes when the cell enter into the division, that is mitosis and meiosis division. You know that there is two types of cell division, mitosis division and meiosis division. Mitosis division means the chromosome numbers will be same. The parent cell also have 46 chromosome. The newly formed cell, that is the daughter cell, it also has the 46 chromosome. And mitosis division occurs whole body except our reproductive parts or reproductive organs, because that contains germ cells, and only meiosis division occurs in the reproductive parts or reproductive cells or germ cells, because you know that the sperm and ovum that produce from the reproductive organs, they contains haploid number chromosome, means half number chromosome. Mitosis division means number one division, but only one single division occurs, but in the case of the meiosis, double division occur. So that's why chromosome number will be half, just like from the parent cell. Okay, so when you able to see the chromosome, because there is some stages are present in the cell division: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. In the stage of the metaphase, the chromosome get condensed, are arranged at the middle of the cell. At that stage you are easily visible the chromosomes. Okay, so inheritance, chromosomes contain information for the inheritance of the features from parents to next generation in the form of DNA. So what is the function of the chromosome, or what is the importance of the chromosome? That is contain information from parents to next generation in the form of DNA. What is the full form of DNA? Importance of chromosome. Chromosome, DNA, nucleus all have the same function. That's mainly helps in the some activity nucleus and helps in the contain the information from parents to next generation. Full form of DNA. What is the full form of DNA? Okay. So chromosomes are composed of DNA and protein. So what is the components of the chromosome? DNA plus protein. Okay, what are the components of chromosome? What are the components of chromosomes? What are the components of chromosome? DNA and protein. Yes, right everyone. Chromosome and DNA molecule contain information necessary for constructing and organizing cells. So what is the function of DNA? Obviously it also works as the inheritance character that helps to contain the continue the characteristics from parents to next generation. And another function of the DNA, it helps in the constructing how the cell will be looking like, what is the specific function of a particular cell. So constructing and organizing the cell, this is the function of DNA. Okay, so DNA has two functions. Okay, so it helps in the inheritance of the features from parents to next generation, and second one mainly constructing and organizing the cell. Okay, function of DNA or importance of DNA. This part is very important. So many sort type of question you will get from that part. Read that chapter, this part very carefully. Functional segments of DNA are called gene. So what is gene? Functional segment of DNA are called gene. In a cell which is not dividing, this DNA is present the part of chromatin material. Chromatin material are visible entangled mass of thread-like structure. Whenever the cell is about to divide, the chromatin material get organized into the chromosome. So the DNA or gene that contain thread-like very thin chromatin material, when the cell start to divide, this chromatin material get condensed. So that's why we can visually see the chromosomes. Okay, when the chromatin material get condensed, they join together, they pairing together, they form the chromosomes. Clear everyone? The nucleus plays a central role in cellular reproduction, the process by which a single cell divides and forms two new cells. It also plays a crucial part along with the environment in determining the way the cell will develop and what form it will exhibit at maturity by directing the chemical activities of the cell. Importance of DNA helps in the Anisha. First one helps in the inheritance of the characteristics from parents to next generation, and second one helps in constructing and organizing the cell. Okay, how the cell will be constructed, what will be the components of the cell, what will be the specific function of the cell. So constructing and organizing the cell. The nucleus plays a central role in the cellular reproduction, the process by which single cell divides and form new cells. So what is the functions of the nucleus? So what is gene? What is the function of nucleus, or what are the functions of nucleus? What are the functions of nucleus? First one plays central role in cellular reproduction. Cellular reproduction means cell division, formation of new cell. When new cell will be formed? When the cells start to divide, then they form the new cell. So just like our reproduction, when we call reproduction, the formation of young ones or giving birth of young ones, that is known as the cellular reproduction. Cellular reproduction equal to cell division, means the cells start to divide and form the new cell, and in this cell division the nucleus play an important role. Okay, so first one plays an important role in the cellular reproduction, the process by which single cell divides and form the new cell. Second one, it also plays a crucial part along with the environment in determining the way the cell will develop and what form it will exhibit at maturity by directing the chemical activities of the cell. So it also helps in the directing the chemical activities of the cell to determine the way the cell will develop and what form it will exhibit after maturity. So if one cell, obviously it helps in the formation of the cell, and after maturity the cell form which structure, that also determined by the nucleus. Okay, so two functions of the nucleus, remind that. First one, First one plays important role in formation in cellular reproduction or cell division, any one you can say that. Cellular reproduction in which cell divides and form in which, or to form new cell, to form new cell by cell division. This is one function. And second one, helps in directing the chemical activities of the cell, helps in directing the chemical activities of the cell and determining the way determining the way the cell will develop and what form it will exhibit, and what form it will exhibit after maturity. Okay, so this will be the function of the nucleus, very important. So, in some organisms like bacteria, the nuclear region of the cell may be poorly defined due to the absence of nuclear membrane. You know that not in the lower group of animal, not in the bacteria, and not in the higher group of animals. That is, you can see very clearly that they don't have all the materials present in the nucleus. They are absence of the nucleus because they are single cell. So how could they contain all these things? Okay, so they are just needed, just their cell required the smallest part of the nucleus, that is the thread like DNA structure. Only DNA structure is present. So this type of primitive type of nucleus is known as the nucleoid. Okay. So, in some organism like bacteria, the nuclear region of the cell may be poorly defined due to absence of a nuclear membrane. Such undefined nuclear region containing only nucleic acid is called a nucleoid. So the undefined nuclear region contain only nucleic acid. Nucleic acid means either RNA or deoxyribonucleic acid or ribonucleic acid. Either DNA or RNA, only the thread-like structure will be present inside the bacterian body or any type of microorganism's body. Okay, so this type of nucleus is known as the nucleoid. So what is nucleoid? Such organisms whose cells lack a nuclear membrane are called prokaryotes. Karyons. So according to the presence of the nucleus or structure of nucleus, you know that cells are two types, prokaryotes and eukaryotes. Prokaryotes means primitive types of karyons. Karyons mean nucleus. So the cells which contain the primitive type of nucleus karyon, that is known as the prokaryotes, and which contain the nucleus with the nuclear membrane or proper nuclear, that is no nucleus, that is known as the eukaryotic cell. Prokaryotic cells lack most of the cytoplasmic organelles in eukaryotic cell that present in eukaryotic cell, obviously because prokaryotic cell, primitive cell, single cell, so how they contain all these cell organelles, their cell requires some of them, they just contain that one. But the eukaryotic cell, they are multicellular organism, they are new one, they are advanced, so that's why their body contain all types of the new cell organelles. Many of the functions of such organelles are also performed poorly organized parts of the cytoplasm. The chlorophyll in the photosynthetic prokaryotic bacteria is associated with the membrane vesicle, but not the plastid in eukaryotic cells. Okay. So cytoplasm. So we have completed the nucleus part, nucleus, nucleoid, nuclear membrane, function of the different parts, gene, DNA, chromosomes, nucleus. All these things are very much important from this part. When we look at the temporary mounts of onion peel as well as human cheek cell, we see that the region of each cell enclosed by the cell membrane. Obviously, you can see, if you can see any type of cell very carefully, you can see that there is a nucleus and there is a cell membrane, and between this space there is some liquid type of substances are present. That is known as the cytoplasm. This region takes up very little strain, this is called cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the fluid content inside the plasma membrane. So the fluid that present inside the plasma membrane or in between the plasma membrane and nucleus, that is known as the cytoplasm. It also contains many specialized cell organelles. Each of these organelles perform a specific function for the cell. Cell organelles are enclosed by the membrane. In prokaryote, beside the absence of a defined nuclear region, the membrane bound cell organelles are also absent. On other hand, eukaryotes, obviously eukaryotes contain all types of nucleus and all types of cell organelles. The significance of membrane can be illustrated with the explain of viruses. Viruses lack any of membranes and hence do not show characteristics of life until they enter a living body and use its cell machinery to multiply. So exception, so you know that we cannot categorize the virus under living or non-living, both of them, because they does not contain any type of membrane. They just inactive form. When they got any type of the host body, their cell mechanism they just use to multiply, means they for the reproduction. So viruses are depends on the host body. Okay, so we cannot say that it is living or non-living. Okay, after this we continue the rest of the part in my next video. Thank you very much everyone. Bye everyone.